Greetings and salutations, internet friends. Welcome back to another episode of the First Time Film Club. My name is Emily, the titular first timer. This is Matthew, my husband, Cinema Sherpa, and viewer submitted title, Real Relegator.
Real Relegator.
Yeah, it's like the real R-E-E-L.
Like a movie reel.
Like a movie reel. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. That one was submitted by one of our good buddies, Motu 24/7/365. For those of you who are new, what we're doing here is watching our way through a very long list of movies that I have never seen, but that Matthew has. So we are focusing right now and for the foreseeable future of October on horror movies. So I don't know what that I did was, but
it was a fail. That's what it was.
You know what? See, we don't throw around that word, okay? You miss every shot you don't take. And speaking of shots,
Wayne Gretzky.
What are we watching?
Tonight we are watching the 2001 horror film The Others. We started out in the 80s with Friday the 13th, then we went to the 90s with Scream. So now we're going to jump to the 2000s and early 2000s with the Others. And as per usual, I only give you the name and genre, and you go in with whatever you already know about the movie. We watch the movie and we talk about it. So, what do you already know about this movie?
So, I know this movie happens to have Nicole Kidman in it because I literally saw her face as I pulled up the movie. I also know that finding this movie to stream is a real BR.
It's hard to find.
We had to do some VPN shenanigans, but we got there. I want to say it takes place World War something. One or two, one of those, I think, maybe. I have no idea what the premise is. I don't know the setting. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
I reckon we will. Also, we'll find out something else. We're going to try something new tonight.
Yeah.
It's been suggested that we try and watch...
Yeah, since we're watching scary movies, we should watch them in the dark.
Yeah, so there's a function on my camera. We're going to try something different. Y'all let us know what you think, if you're about it, if we should do more scary movies in this mood.
In the dark.
Yeah, in the dark. Also, this one will be a full-length reaction, which will be available on our Patreon. So if you're interested, check out the link below. If you notice Matthew on his phone throughout the movie, he's taking notes because he's seen the movie. Am I missing anything else before we get into it?
Nope, that's it, I believe. Let's turn the lights off and watch the movie.
Okay. Jersey. Oh, scared me, Nicole. God. Bitch.
This is a horror.
Yeah, all right.
As you can see, the housework has been rather neglected since the servants disappeared almost a week ago.
You mean they just vanished?
Into thin air. You all notice what I'm doing. In this house, no door must be opened without the previous one being closed first. It is vital that you remember this. Because here most of the time you can hardly see your way. It's often difficult to make out if there is a table, a chair, or one of my children playing hide and seek. Perhaps I should introduce you to the children.
Yeah, probably.
You two could start closing the curtains. All of them.
Oh, yo youngins is vampires or something? That's too dark. I see now why you said that this would be the good movie to watch in the dark. You proud of yourself?
Very.
The doctors were never able to find a cure.
For what?
Their condition. Children have a very serious allergy to light. It would eventually be fatal.
What do you mean, Anne? What happened?
Mummy went mad. Nothing happened.
This may come as a surprise to you, Ma'am, but we in fact used to work here.
Here? The only thing that moves here is the light. But it changes everything. can study in separate rooms.
No, no, no!
Yes.
What if we see a ghost?
You see a ghost, you say hello, and you continue on studying. Why were you crying?
I wasn't crying. It was Victor!
So where is he now?
He went out through there!
Would you mind telling me how a boy can get in and out of this room if it's locked?
Yeah.
Do you really see a boy? Yes, he's called Victor. Is he a ghost? Don't be stupid. Ghosts aren't like that. What are they like?
Y'all.
I've told you 1,000 times. They go about in white sheets and carry chains. Why have you opened the curtains? It wasn't me. Who was it then? It was Victor. Victor, come out from behind that curtain so my stupid brother can see.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Oh god, I hate this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Leave me alone. So you don't want to see him now, eh?
No.
You're a cowardly custard. Tell him to leave the curtain alone. You won't listen to me. Stop it. Get off that bed, both of you. This is our bed. Victor, touch his cheek so he knows you're real.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave him alone, Victor. Leave him alone, Victor.
Mrs. Mills, I've had to put up with the noise of Lydia running around above my head. She's been hurtling backwards and forwards as if there were 3 of her.
I'll tell her, Mum.
Thank you.
Now, Panda outside and Lydia's out there helping. Oh, jeez.
Now she's really gone too far. Lydia! Lydia!
I did the thing I said it was gonna do.
The camera movements in this movie are so good.
She's what?
No! No. Oh.
Where did they go?
This is the father, this is the mother. This is Victor, and this is the old woman.
What do these numbers stand for?
That's the number of times I've seen them. Seen the old woman the most.
Gosh.
Open all the curtains. I don't want any dark corners where someone could hide.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is turning on the light scarier than turning off the light? It's pretty cool. Okay, nope. That's a death photo. Oh, these are all. Okay. Cool. Oh, damn. Jesus Christ.
Yes. No, but look, they're all asleep.
No, they're not, baby.
They're not asleep, ma'am. They're dead. Grief over the death of a loved one can lead people to do the strangest things.
Okay. The kids are ghosts. They stay because they're in purgatory in the house. Or they're sad for their mom because she's alone.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Tell me about when you worked here before.
I always felt like I never left this house.
Why did you leave?
Oh, it was on account of the tuberculosis. The whole area was evacuated.
That was the most beautiful way to say tuberculosis.
What happened to her?
Suddenly one day, she just stopped talking.
Well, there must have been a reason. Something must have happened to her.
She died. Or like, they're all dead. The island is purgatory. They're trying to get her to understand that they're dead. And the ghosts are living people. Putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to search the whole garden for gravestones. Check carefully. They could be overgrown.
When do you think we should bring all this out into the open?
All in good time, Mr. Tuttle.
Uh-huh.
Whenever we started playing Strahd and we got trapped in by the fog, this is immediately what I thought of.
But where have you been all this time?
Out there, looking for my home.
You're so different.
Sometimes I bleed.
What now? Did he say sometimes I bleed?
Mm-hmm.
Just, regular talk. Alright, who all's dead? I got questions. I got theories and I got questions.
Mummy, when people die in the war, where do they go?
It depends.
On what?
Well, on whether they fought on the side of the goodies or the baddies.
How do you know who the goodies and the baddies are?
Go ahead and say it.
Are we the baddies?
And stop breathing like that. You heard me. Stop it. Stop breathing. What did I tell you about sitting on the floor?
But it's clean.
It makes no difference. Why can't you ever do as you're told?
What's the matter?
What have you done with my daughter?
Are you mad? I am your daughter.
Whoa!
Mom, I heard shouts.
She wants to kill me. She won't stop until she kills us.
I just came back to say goodbye to my wife and children. Now I must go.
That's a crazy cool shot, but I could never sleep like that. What's that light? That seems like sunlight. If you're just sitting in bed looking at an open window. No, I see.
The curtains! My children's lives depend on someone has taken the curtains!
I have noticed, ma'am, there's no need for you to raise your voice. Oh, Mr. Tuttle, did you know that someone has taken all the curtains?
Curtains? Oh dear.
I am going to find those curtains. And when you have finished helping me hang them, you will leave this house!
That is very cool. All the doors open.
What's that over there? I think they're graves. Don't go near. Why not? What if a ghost jumps out? Graves don't have ghosts, only skeletons.
What if a skeleton jumped?
Either way, it's gonna be a spooky time. Uh-huh.
Mrs. Mills, please don't tell Mummy we've run away. Don't speak to them! Why? They're dead! What? Come here! What? Can't you hear it? There's someone there. Come with us, children. Come with us.
Intruders have found them. You'll have to go upstairs and talk to them.
Tell me what happened.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Mummy!
Called it. Called it!
Is that how she killed you? With a pillow?
Young Lydia said the very same thing when she realized the three of us were dead. And that was the last time she ever spoke.
No one can make us leave this house.
So, that was The Others. Overall thoughts?
I mean, it was a really good movie. I very much enjoyed it. I really appreciate small cast movies. Like, they make such a lot more impact than like a whole bunch of cast rolling around. Gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself. I called it.
Yeah, you did.
Called it.
You bitch. How, as the movie went on, how confident were you?
No, I should have. So I thought that their graves were.
You thought it was Nicole
the mom
Kidman
and
the
yeah,
kids.
I thought that was theirs, and they were like, I thought that the helpers were, trying to. They were alive, and they were trying to get them to move on or something for some reason. For a minute there, I thought maybe like they were the family that they were with before, and then seeing Nicole Kidman and then die was what caused Lydia to go mute. And now they were trying to help them but they was dead too. When the graves were revealed to be the help, I was like, oh shit, have they been red herringing me? Is Nicole Kidman alive?
And then the part where they were outside saying, you know, it's time for the next part where we have to live peacefully, the living and the dead.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But then I was like, no, there's the other people that are in there. Because I've actually thought about that before, like thinking about writing stories, writing, one shots for different things, different scenarios for tabletop stuff like RPGs, like. That'd be cool if it was like a reverse ghost story
from the point of view of the ghosts.
Yeah, especially when they started talking about purgatory. That was really what I was like, oh, they don't know they're ghosts. when the graves were revealed, I was like, I second guessed myself for sure.
Yeah,
gotcha. But the fog and her not being able to leave the island or even go into the village or whatever. And then the husband coming back sort of through, that was very much like, lost souls in the midst of purgatory kind of situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was good. I really dig this. I like this a lot.
So out of all the horror movies we've seen, like before the channel started and the ones we've watched so far, where does this rank as like scaring you?
I mean, it's definitely suspenseful, and I certainly had a few jump scares. So this is kind of the horror that really it'll mess me up later. All right, The Woman in Black. Mm-hmm. The Daniel
Radcliffe, yeah.
That one. So the ones where like you can see the thing, like the audience can see the thing, and it slowly gets closer, or it becomes more. When the face was there, and then that
she opened the curtain.
Mm-hmm. Like that's the kind of like stuff that gets me.
My favorite scene in this whole movie.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I mean it's just really good.
Because I remember when I first watched this, it's something about the way the camera's on her, and then she moves out of frame, and there's that just kind of out of focus face in the darkness, and there's just dead silence. There's no music cue, no music sting, and I just like that was a part that got me. That was like made my kind of stomach like, oh
yeah.
And even then, like when she opened the curtain, I was like, he still looks creepy.
Oh yeah, I mean there was nothing about that entire situation that was like better. I think I said that at one point, like the daylight is not making the situation. It was right before that occurred. It's like the daylight is not helping. It's making it worse. This is it's up there. Just because it does have that kind of like slow build.
Yes, it takes its time telling a story, and it builds the suspense, and really.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Really creates a like suspenseful, creepy atmosphere.
Suspense-based horror is so much more impactful than just slashy, stabby, jump scare.
Yeah, I was very excited to watch this one because this is actually like one of my favorite horror movies just because of that. How, not a slasher, not a whole lot of like classic jump scares where it's...
And that and the fact that there's no brutality, you don't see people being...
It's just, that's the other thing I really like about it. Just the atmosphere the movie creates, and it's like I think it's a good example of less is more.
Yes.
Where Like,
Well, the human mind is its worst enemy, you know? The isolation of the entire setting, you know? You're on this island by yourself. You can't leave your kids alone. You can't...
I love those exterior shots with the fog, and it's just perfect. And like the scene where she's in the junk room pulling down all the curtains, and when she gets to the mirror, she looks at herself, and then the camera zooms in, and the door is just slowly closing behind her. But you never see anything. It lets your mind take it. Yeah. And I love it.
There's just a lot that this movie did really well. One of the things, and you mentioned it, the sound design,
and just the
choices,
when to have music and when to have dead silence.
Yes,
really. Yeah.
Because I can't remember what the scene was, but I remember going like in my mind, I was freaking out.
Yeah, it makes you feel very uneasy.
Yeah. Sound design, score, and the overall, the way it was shot. Yeah.
I love the cinematography. I love the camera movements in a lot of scenes. It wasn't just a static camera. Like the scene where Nicole Kidman is telling Miss Mills to tell Lydia to stop running around upstairs. And when she hears it, like the camera pans down and looks up, and then when like she looks outside and sees her, and the camera like pans going over moving with the sound through the chandelier. Camera work was great.
Yeah, the shot with all of the doors open, I thought was very cool.
Where they were opening up all the curtains and the lights, and the camera was like swinging through the rooms as the light was going through.
Well, that and just there at the very end when she was like frantically looking for the curtains after they'd all been taken down. Like, I mean, it was just like it was like a row of open doors almost, which I thought was very telling of the whole situation. You know, we've gotten to the point where we are opening the doors.
Every door.
Just a very, very well done film. And those kids are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing little actors.
And Nicole Kidman, like, just knocked it out of the park.
I mean, it's Nicole Kidman. She can do no wrong. Like,
yeah, this was right after Moulin Rouge.
I was just gonna say, like, this is like Moulin Rouge era Nicole. We're on a first name basis. Don't worry about it.
Can you give me her number?
No. Oh. I mean, that's why we're on a first name basis. I'm cool.
Is the implication that I'm not?
No, I just don't. I'm cool. I don't give out her numbers. You know, like, okay.
I'd like to have it.
I'd like to have it, please. Thanks. What other notes do you have?
That's everything I got. The other thing, I think I mentioned it in the beginning or somewhere in the movie.
Alejandro?
The director, he wrote, directed, and scored this.
Yeah, that's extremely impressive.
There were scenes that were, like, he played with light. So there were scenes that were lit like only by candlelight, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It just adds to the atmosphere. Like this movie, whenever it gets to October and I want to get into the Halloween spirit, like this movie is one I watch because of the atmosphere, the fog, the like grayness, the overcast. It just really puts me in that mood, and it's like a ghost story and a Sleepy Hollow. Yeah,
he was watching that the other day and it was so precious. I was like,
it's hot.
That's Sleepy Hollow? He was like,
yeah, it's October. It's time to watch some Sleepy Hollow. Because it's the same. It's got that little like colonial town, fog, forest, the gray. Except that one has a little bit more whimsy. It has some comedic moments. But that maybe that one for a Be Kind Rewind.
Could do.
We were talking about Nicole Kidman. This movie was really hard for her. She tried to convince the director to get another actress.
Oh, wow.
And because she thought it was like super heavy to jump into right after Moulin Rouge. And at one point she actually wanted to quit, like, because she said she was having like nightmares and the dark themes and the heavy themes of the mom killing the kids and killing herself was getting to be too much for her.
Also, there was one when they're sitting at the table and she starts like breathing heavily, and that was one of the tipping point there, the tip offs for me, is the stop breathing like that, stop breathing. I was like, God, this is really. The more I talk about it, the more I realize how much I enjoyed this.
You want to rate it?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna say this one is it's a 9.5 for me. It's very, very good.
Agreed at 9.5.
Oh, real? Dang, that's super high for you.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of my favorite horror movies, and it has the right setting and atmosphere and tone. Really,
Nicole Kidman sells like distraught crazy mama so well. poor Grace, that was her name. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got lost in my own thoughts.
yeah. See, this is the movie I think will get to you later at night when you're trying to sleep.
Thanks.
When you hear any kind of noise.
Thanks. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching along. I hope you enjoyed the black and white. It's called infrared. So
yeah, it's a night vision infrared.
Yeah,
let us know if you like that, if that worked. Because I like watching them scary movies in the dark.
Yeah,
so, of course.
But
I don't know how well it translates onto YouTube.
Yeah. So yeah, you let us know in the comments if you're about the black and whitiness of it. Let us know what were some of your favorite parts. Did you figure out the whole situation before the end? What are those parts that scared you the most? And definitely let us know what would you rate this one. Shameless plug again, if you're interested in watching me freak out to more horror, specifically in the video game format, make sure to pop over to Twitch. You can find the details and the link in the description below. I am playing horror games on Twitch for the entire month of October. So you can hop over there and see what I'm playing. Things like this. Oh my god. So do I just stay in here until my pants dry? So yeah, it's a good time. Horror abounds and I'm super cool under pressure. Don't even worry about it. Things are fine. Apart from that, thank you again so much for watching. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all of our spooky shenanigans. And if you have nothing else,
good.
Okay. Then we will see you all next time with another first time. Bye.
Enjoy trying to go to sleep tonight.
Oh no.